Hello and welcome to your APL Index Transfer Daily Show on Monday, the 8th of July. As teams go about the pre-season and the Euros comes to a close, transfer rumours are as present as ever. Company deals have been rarely coming by at the minute in the past week. But as I said, with teams around about pre-season and the Euros almost over, you can expect the transfer business to really start to ramp up, and that's exactly what's happening today. Plenty of rumours and plenty of gossip to go through. But before we get into the rumours and gossip, there has been one major deal that has broke through in the past 24 hours. It's one that we've seen coming for a long time, a really talented player, and as Bayern Munich have officially confirmed the signing of Michael Olise from Crystal Palace for around £50 million, an absolute bargain of a move, in my opinion. Obviously, it's been in the works for some time. Olise was massively admired by the likes of Chelsea and Man United. Bayern Munich did win the race for him, and that is now confirmed. He will be a Bayern Munich player next season. Medical all done, club announcement done. Olise himself has reflected on that move to Bayern Munich. There's a couple of quotes here from Olise himself. I'm very happy to now be playing for such a big club. It's a great challenge, and that's exactly what I was looking for. I want to prove myself at this level and play my part in ensuring we win as many titles as possible in the coming years. Really speaks a lot about the determination and drive of Michael Olise. With offers from Man United and Chelsea on the table, he could have easily stayed in the Premier League. But it seems like his ambition is to go abroad and win as many trophies as possible, in his own words. It wasn't a great season for Bayern Munich last season. Harry Kane would know that more than anyone, for example. But it's only a matter of time before Bayern Munich get back on their perch at the top of the German football and probably cement it for the upcoming years. So yeah, it's a brilliant signing for Bayern Munich. It's a great move for Michael Olise. Obviously, we are waiting official confirmation of João Palhinha to move to Bayern Munich as well. That's a £42 million deal, expected to be £42 million anyway. But that is all done as well. That is literally just awaiting club confirmation as well. So that is two great signings from Bayern Munich, all expected to be announced in the coming days, and then see where they go in the transfer window from there. And it'll also be interesting to see how Crystal Palace and Fulham spend the money that they've received from these deals. And I'm sure we'll learn more about that in the upcoming days and weeks. As I said, teams are now back at pre-season. Coaches are looking at players, which players they want to keep, which players they want to sell. So you can expect all these movements to start ramping up over the next few weeks, because teams will want to get their squads in a decent shape for pre-season friendlies, etc. in the coming weeks. So, but yeah, that is all the confirmed deal really to report on over the last 24 hours. But we've got plenty of rumours to crack through. So we'll just get straight into it. A bit of news from abroad. This is from Calcio Mercato, obviously the Italian publication. Juventus want to sell Federico Chiesa. The Italian star, many will remember him for his Euro 2020 heroics for Italy as they lifted the trophy 3 years ago. The report from Calcio Mercato is Juventus want to sell Chiesa to reportedly raise funds to make a move from Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho. The price tag of around £21 million has been placed on Chiesa. As it stands, Bayern Munich again leading the race to sign Chiesa. AS Roma, been another team linked, and Liverpool from the Premier League have been linked with a move for Chiesa. 21 million, it's a cheap price, but for a player who's struggled for form at times and really struggled within since the start of the 2020-21 season, really bad cruciate ligament injury that's kind of hampered him as well. But it'll be really interesting to see Juventus and Jadon Sancho. It just does kind of make sense. I think Sancho is shown he can thrive in foreign leagues. He's struggled with the pace of the Premier League, I think, and the physicality of the Premier League. But I think maybe going to Serie A could suit him quite nicely, and Juventus will be looking for a replacement for Chiesa, who's apparently not part of Thiago Motta's plans. So that'll be definitely an interesting one to keep an eye on, and obviously the future of Chiesa. I don't expect Liverpool to make a move for him, but Bayern Munich and AS Roma, as I mentioned before, are linked with a move for Chiesa, 26, talented player, but as I said, struggled for form and fitness in recent seasons. Sticking with Manchester United, who rife with these transfer rumours and gossip. Nothing really concrete going on at Old Trafford at the minute, but plenty of gossip. And the Daily Mail are reporting that Manchester United will hold a transfer meeting on Monday today. And the main topic of that discussion will be whether to prepare and submit another bid for Jared Branthwaite of Everton. Everton holding out for around £75 million, which is Branthwaite's a brilliant player. It's a lot of money for a player who's had one brilliant season. But yeah, Man United submitted a £35 million bid, £45 million bid. And yeah, so they're planning whether to go in for it with another bid, whether they think it's worth it. I'll be surprised if they don't make another move for him, to be honest. I think, De Ligt going for around the same price, about 50-55 million. I think I would rather sign Branthwaite than Matthias De Ligt at the minute. So that's definitely one to keep an eye on. Sticking with Man United, as I said, they have been quite busy, well, according to these reports. The Mirror are reporting that Mason Greenwood, well, earlier this week it was reported that Mason Greenwood's future would be resolved by the end of the week. Here we are on Monday, it doesn't seem to be resolved. But the Mirror are reporting that Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Lazio, Marseille and Valencia are all in the race to sign Mason Greenwood. Obviously was suspended from Man United for things off the pitch, and then he spent the season out on loan at Getafe, and seemingly he's done quite well. I can't say I've been too informed on his situation. I can't really say I've been too bothered about his situation, in all honesty. But the report says that Valencia are currently with the highest bid, £25 million. So yeah, I think the reports where Man United's holding out for around 35. I don't think I struggle to see them getting that for Greenwood, to be honest. I think they're in a similar situation with him and Jadon Sancho. I don't think they will get the price that they're holding out for. Your clubs know where their stance is and they can kind of work around it. They know that Man United aren't going to want to keep either of these players. So the ball is kind of in the core of the teams pursuing. I suspect that with Greenwood, it could be a case of being the personal terms and which team he wants to move to. You look at those clubs, there's three outstanding favourites, quote on, that you would think Greenwood would be leaning towards. Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, three huge clubs. Lazio, Marseille and Valencia, all big clubs in their own respect, but I think if you're Greenwood, I wouldn't be surprised if he was leaning towards one of those clubs, but it's all about whether they can raise the money and the funds to offer Man United to sign Mason Greenwood. So that's definitely one that will ramp up over the next week. Definitely keep an eye out for that one. Greenwood will leave Man United this summer, 100%. It's just a matter of time and a matter of who's going to strike the deal with Man United first and strike the deal with Mason Greenwood on personal terms first. And then finally, the last piece of gossip and rumour. This is from Football Insider, so make of that what you will. Man City have now also registered their interest in Newcastle winger Anthony Gordon. Obviously this story with Liverpool making the move for Anthony Gordon broke last week, and that's kind of hit not a brick wall. It's kind of, with the PSR deadline, it was massive news, and the reports are Liverpool remain interested in Anthony Gordon, but this report says Man City have joined the race. And there's been some discussion about Anthony Gordon's contract, when it will end. The report suggests that it is 2026, which means only 2 years left on his contract at Newcastle at the minute, which is strange. He must have only signed a 3.5-year contract. If that's how it adds up. He joined January 2023. So yeah, 3.5-year contract. I struggle to see that, to be honest, but that's what all the reports are saying. And if that is the case, and it's a massive chip on the table for Man City and Liverpool to really push on and maybe get this deal done this summer, and if not, put in the groundwork to get this deal done next summer. Man City and Liverpool, I think, for any player who's wanting to, establish themselves in the Premier League and take that step upwards, Man City and Liverpool are the two teams that you'd be looking at. Of course, you could maybe throw Arsenal into the mix of that if you're really convinced by Arteta's project, but all the reports point towards Anthony Gordon will leave Newcastle. He's not been shy, and he's not been hesitant to admit that he wants to really kick on in his career, and he showed it with the way he left Everton. He will take no prisoners. He has got his career at the centre of everything that he wants to do. I'm not putting words in anyone's mouth there. I'm not suggesting that he doesn't give us all for Newcastle, and that if he doesn't get a move this summer, I definitely don't think he's the type to down tools or let it affect his performances. I think, in fact, it could push him on even more. But I do think it's a matter of time before Anthony Gordon leaves Newcastle, whether it's this summer or next summer, whether it's Man City or Liverpool or another club. Anthony Gordon will leave Newcastle, I suspect. So that rounds up all the transfer rumours and confirmed deals this morning. As always, you can keep an eye out on EPLindex.com for your latest transfer articles, podcasts, news, opinion pieces on EPL Index as well. And obviously you can keep an eye out every morning for this EPL Index Transfer Daily Show every single day, whether it's me or Dave Davis. Keep an eye out and get your fix of the latest transfer news. So yeah, that has been your Monday, the 8th of July EPL Index Transfer Daily.